Hello and welcome to the sixth demo video for the Marketing Hub. This is for the content Google Analytics data. Now this is the data that fuels this whole, well not fuels, but it provides the spreadsheet with information regarding how many clicks have come in on each of the posts that you posted. Now this data I've got here is actually incorrect. I've gone and manually changed some of them so that they show through, because this is old data. But the principle of what I'm about to show you stays exactly the same. I've currently got the spreadsheet set to, for this particular page in the intro and setup tab, I've got it set to use only current data. Watch the video for intro and setup tab to see what this is all about. I don't want to explain it all again, but it's set to use existing data. So I want to put the entire year's worth of data in here at once. If you want to do month by month, then you don't want to duplicate any data. Then you want to change it to change this to add current data to existing, and then you only want to do a month at a time. But at the moment I've got it set to all the data, so I put all of the data in. So I need to go and find any data that actually has got one of those query strings on. First and foremost, let's actually just I don't want to remove this data because it is as I said, I've changed it, so the new data I get is not going to be exactly the same. But when you do clear the data, these here are going to say, you need to, when you first put your first batch of data, you need to say which is the page link. So what's the actual page link, so i.e. that page. Because remember, this data might switch around. So I've just selected page because that's the header. When you haven't got any data in here, you're not going to have anything in this drop down list. So you want to put the data in first, header on the dark gray column, data underneath. When you paste the values in here, you'll be able to see these drop down lists, and then you can select. And what are the entrances, i.e. the page views? What do you actually want to count? Now, some people may want to count entrances. Other people might want to count page views, because actually what's more important to you? Do you want to know how many clicks have come from that social media onto your page, or do you want to know how long they've spent on your page, i.e. how many page views they've viewed? It depends what data you want to manage. If you just want to see how many clicks, then obviously we select entrances, because that's the number of entries that you've got coming from those posts. But if you say, well, actually, I want to see page views, for example, rather than entrances, because actually if someone comes on and clicks on 20 pages on my website, it's more valuable than if someone just comes and clicks on once. Then what you do instead is you just go here and just change and select page views, and it'll use the other one. It's as simple as that. So you tell it which data you want to use essentially here. If you put the data in and one of those shows a red cross, what that means is it can't find that data, and because Google have changed the header or removed something, then just come and reselect it and select something else, and that's it. If you do opt for the add current data to existing, then what I would suggest you do is every time you do a download like this and you copy and paste the values across, I'll show you what I mean by that. Just update this cell here. This cell will turn white if you select the other setting, and then just do the last date. So if you've done January, just put in 31st of January, so if you know next time you want to start with the 1st of Feb. That's all, because you don't want to duplicate. If you're adding it onto the previous one, you don't want to duplicate the data. So you want to just remind yourself where you've gotten up to, essentially. So you can put the last date in there. When you pay, I'll show you in a minute how to get this data from Google Analytics at the moment. Hopefully it won't change. But when you put the data in, then what you do is when you go to the different tabs, you'll see that these tabs here where it says click to site will have some numbers in, hopefully, depending on whether they've got clicks. Then what you can do is you can actually, if this was nothing and you put the data in and you've got 2, then what you do is you just come here, you right click that, copy, paste values into there. So now you've got your values pasted in. It's calculated to, you've got it in here. Once you've pasted values across here to your clicks, you can actually, once you've done that on all of these different tabs, you can come here and you can clear this data if that's what you want to do. If you're collecting years worth of data, I normally just leave it in, and then when I do the next run of data the next month, I just paste it over this data and just keep the full year's worth of data in. But that's why I've got that setting. If you want to do a month at a time, you don't want to keep a full year's worth of data, then just remember put the date in where you last got up to and continue the next time. So how do I get this data? It says here behavior, site content, all pages. So if I go to behavior, site content, all pages, it brings all pages together. While that's loading, it's going to have a look what's next. Use the filter to find $MCR, select time frame. So if I use the filter down here to do $MCR, that's that. And then I select the time frame. So I come here and I go 1st of January, 31st of January, apply. Select maximum 5,000 rows. So we come here, select rows here 5,000, so make sure it's got enough, all the stuff, and then go to export Excel, and there's your data. I click on there, set that one up, enable editing, use your data set 1, there we go. Right click, copy, over there, there's right click, paste values. Now, I'm not going to do it because I've changed some of these to suit the spreadsheet, but that's essentially what you do. And then you've got your data in there. So yeah, check your settings, make sure you know which setting you've got, whether you need to replace the data, whether you need to keep all the data in here. And as you put that in, it will then be able to affect all of these different tabs as far as the number of clicks. And you just copy that, paste values across, as you did for the other data. If you watch the videos for these different tabs and for the data input, you'll be able to see the same thing. But essentially, this one monitors then clicks back to your website. And this is from your Google Analytics data. So I hope that all makes sense. I hope I haven't forgotten anything. Yeah, that's it. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.